Alright guys, this is Michael Cheek again with Mike'sGuitarLessons.com. This is going to be the 5th video for the Back in Black solo, at least the first one that comes into the song. So if you want to email me, my email address is feedback@Mike'sGuitarLessons.com. And let's go ahead and continue with the solo. Now the section that we ended on with the 4th video, the last little measure that we played was the one that sounds like this. Okay, so comes in after that other little section, you know. Okay, now after that, you don't have a very long time before you get to the next section. So what you're going to do is you're changing positions from here to up here. You're going to take your first finger and go across the G and the D string. Okay, now let me move that a little closer. What you're going to do here is let your first finger go across the D and the G string in the 14th fret, and you're not going to play both strings right away, but you are going to need them pressed down. So it's good to just go ahead and instead of playing one of the strings with your first finger, just go ahead and flatten across both of them. Okay, so this is the 14th fret. I've got my first finger over the G and the D, and I'm going to start off with the 14th fret on the D string. Remember, that's the 4th string from the bottom. That one right there. Okay, so that's my first note in this new section. 14th fret on the D string. Then I'm going to use my 3rd finger, because we're so high up, these frets are pretty small, so I'm going to use my 3rd finger to go all the way up to the 17th fret. Okay, so 14 on the D string, 17 on the D string. Then I'm going to play 14 on the G string, and I've already got my finger there, so I don't have to worry about it. I've already got it down, and I play the G string, or actually you're going to play the G string in the 14th fret and hammer on the 16th fret. I accidentally went to the 17th. So, okay. Now if you don't like barring across this, if you kind of have a problem with it sounding like too much like a chord, if the notes are ringing together too much, it's okay not to do that. You can just play 14, 17, and then pick your finger up and put it on the 14th fret of the G string. Like that, and the notes will all be separate. But if you have trouble moving your fingers around, it's one way you can play it. Okay, so I'll play it so that the notes do not ring with each other. So 14 on the D, 17 on the D, 14 on the G, and we're going to hammer and pull off from the 16th fret. So we play 14th fret on the G, and then hammer on the 16th, and then pull off again. Okay, so, alright. Now after that, you're going to play 17th fret on the D string again, then 14th fret on the G string, then 17th again on the D, then you're going to play 14th fret twice on the D string. And you're going to play it just like that. You play it twice, and the second one you let ring and vibrato it before you slide it down. And I'll just kind of kill it somewhere around here. Okay? So, that's about full speed right there. Okay? Now, for the next section, after you play that, then you're getting into a section that's going to sound like this. Okay? Alright, now, the way you're going to play that is your first finger is going to play the 12th fret on the G string. Okay, remember, G string is the 3rd string from the bottom, that one right there. Okay? Play that 12th fret on the G string. Then with your 3rd finger, play 14th fret on the D string. Then play 12th fret on the G string again. Okay, so, alright. Now, after you play those 3 notes, use your 3rd finger to come down on the 14th fret of the G string. And again, you can see my fingers lined up back here because I'm about to bend a note. So, then 14th fret on the G string, bend it up. And then when you've got it to the top, use your pinky to play 15th fret on the B string. Okay? Got my pinky on the 15th fret of the B string right there. Okay? So slowly it kind of looks like this. Okay? Now after you play that, what you're doing is you're letting the B string keep ringing, and then you let the G string come back down and play it again and bend it up. So it's going to look like this. Okay, did you catch that? Alright, so I let this one keep ringing so that once I repluck this G string, you got kind of a chord sounding in it. You had two notes basically going on, so it bites a little bit more when you do that. Okay? Now, so let's say you played that far. You hold it for a second, then you play this note, your pinky's holding down again, that's the 15th fret on the B string. Then you pluck the G string again and bring it down. Okay? So, alright. Then after you bring this note down, you pull off to the 12th fret on the G string. And then 14th fret on the G string again. But you don't bend it this time, you just vibrato it. Okay? Alright, so that whole section is going to sound like this. Okay? That's a little closer to full speed. So that's our next section. Let's move on to one more, probably. We'll get this one done before I have to end the video. Now, this one pretty much is just a few notes, kind of played fast, and then you have a couple of bends at the end of it. But they're not too hard. You're going to use your first and your third finger a lot again, okay? We're staying in the same spot. So you're going to play the 12th fret on the G string with your first finger. Then you're going to play the 14th fret on the D string twice. Then back to 12 on the G. Back to 14 on the D. Then 14 on the G. I just usually lay my finger down instead of picking it back up and touching it. So what I do is this. Okay, a little closer so you can see that. Okay, then I play 12th fret on the G. Okay, now we're about to get to where we bend those notes. So let me review this part. 12 on the G, 14 on the D, once, twice, then 12 on the G, then 14 on the D, then 14 on the G, then 12 on the D, the G. Okay, now we're going to bend, we're going to play the 14th fret on the G string and bend that note up. We're going to kind of do the same thing we did before. We're going to bend that note up and then play 15th fret on the B string. So 14th fret on the G, then 15th fret on the B, and then we're going to let this note back down and play the 14th fret on the G string again. We're going to bend it up and down and then let it slide down. Like that. And kind of let the note just die out as you slide down. Okay? Just kind of like that. So that whole section is going to sound like this. Okay? Alright, I've got time for one small section here, I think. So let's move forward to that. Okay? And that's the section I'm talking about. It really is short. You're going to play 16th fret on the G string. So here's 16th fret in between the 15 and the 17. G string's the third string from the bottom. Now we're going to play 16th fret on that G string. Then you're going to use your third finger to play, let's see, you're going to play 17th fret on the B string. Twice. So now you're going to come back down to the 15th fret, play that note and slide it back to the 17th fret. Okay, so, and then you play it one more time and hold it. Vibrato it. Okay, so, Now, if you want to help yourself out a little bit, you can go, when you go to the 15th fret, instead of bringing this finger back, you can just use your middle or your first finger to do it. And do it like that. Okay, now that's that little section. I've just gone over 10 minutes, so it's probably a good place to stop. I'll make another video to finish out the solos. So if you have any questions, email me at feedback@mikesguitarlessons.com.